I am stoked to share with you today the ways that I've had the most fun in the Magic the Gathering hobby. And taking a step back for a second, we buy and sell and collect and trade Magic cards because it's fun. Fundamentally, if you wanted to make money, there are better ways to make money. There are better YouTube channels, better people to follow on just how to make money. But Magic is fun, and all of it's fun. It's fun to buy sealed products. It's fun to break it down. It's fun to sell singles. It's fun to buy collections. It's fun to build a collection. It's fun to sell cards that you don't want anymore for cards that, and then buy cards that you do want, right? So Magic's a lot of fun, and that's why we're here. And I have experimented with my close friends and found ways to kind of maximize the enjoyment from this hobby. We play Commander, and Commander's a lot of fun. Now, of course, Commander, you go off on your own. You build your decks. They have a bracket or a power level that you've agreed with your friends that, oh, okay, this is what we're playing. You play it together. My friends and I, we've kind of learned each other's decks. So we know like, oh, okay, you're going to play Nekusar. Okay, I'm going to play Hearthhole or whatever, right? Different power levels, different commanders. That's fun. But what's kind of interesting is that Magic has kind of two dimensions to what makes it fun. One is the deck building, and the second is actually playing. And so what I found is that if you can create an experience that really involves both of those, the deck building and the playing, and you can say like, oh yeah, well, Commander does that. Well, let me share with you some special ways that are all Commander-esque, but they have been just incredible, good experiences for me and my friends. So let me show you my desk. This right here is a Kefka Court Mage Commander deck. But as I go through it, you might notice there's a lot of commons, uncommons. There are also duplicates of cards. And every single card is from Final Fantasy. I bought a booster box of Final Fantasy, and my friends also got a booster box of Final Fantasy, and we each opened our booster box and built a commander deck out of the contents that were inside of it. I got really lucky. I actually ended up building two decks because I opened up the Kefka, and then I also opened up a Yuna, Hope of Spira. And so I built two commander decks. The singleton rule doesn't apply. And I'm we've made these rules up. I know that there's like a kind of a wizard sanctioned like build a box commander deck, but I think it's silly. I mean, most of the rules we agree on, but the singleton rule is silly. If you're going to open up a booster box and you open up multiple copies of a cool rare card, I think you can put those inside of your Build-A-Box commander deck. I've done this many, many times. I've done this with Ravnica Allegiance. I've done this with Final Fantasy now. I've done this with Bloomborough. I've done this with Ultimate Masters. I've done this with Duskmourn. I've done this many, many times with my friends where we each get a booster box. You open it. You build a deck. You choose a commander. And one of the rules for kind of draft commander is that if you want to use two monocolored legendary creatures, you can treat them as though they have partner. So you can build very powerful decks this way, where you just choose two great legendary creatures. You have two commanders, two color deck. Go from there. So it's fun. It is cool. I'm really excited to try this deck out. Kefka is not a commander that I would normally build. How's it read? It reads, when Kefka comes into or enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each of the card types among the cards that are discarded this way. Evil, evil, evil. And then you can pay 8 to transform. Oh, and when you pay 8, it says each opponent sacrifices a permanent of their choice. Transform. So this is like a evil card that I wouldn't normally want to build a deck around, except this Build-A-Box is just such a special opportunity. And it transforms into this 5/7 flyer. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. Yeah. Yeah, seems good. And so it's it's going to be a good time. It'll be interesting to see what other people pulled out of their boxes. I might play against a Vivi deck that's just OP, or who knows what. But that's the fun thing, is that I've had a blast building this deck, and I'm going to have a blast playing it. And it's a little bit of a premium experience because you each need to have your own play booster box, but it's fun. It is really fun. Okay, so that's a good time. Let me share with you something else. This, I'm not going to open this, but this is a Secret Santa commander deck. And by that, what I mean is that me and my friends, and you could do this, this would be so fun to do with strangers, maybe, but what happened was, me and my 3 friends, we did like a random assignment thing, like a Secret Santa gift assignment thing. And we got assigned a random person in our group, and you have a budget of $100, and you need to build them a commander deck. And we've done this twice now. The first time built a, you could choose like any commander, but the second time we put a limit that it can't be in the top 900 most popular commanders. We also decided that you had to randomly choose a number between the 900th and like 1400th most popular commanders. You got 5 choices, and you had to choose one of those 5. So this was randomly chosen from one of those 5. I built it. I had a great time building it. I think, once again, deck building. Deck building's a lot of fun. And then the Secret Santa, it's going to be so interesting, because what's going to happen is we will get to the table, and we're going to each put our decks into uniform deck boxes. They'll have people's names on them. And then you give it to the person's. Well, you don't give it. You just bring it to the table. I can't remember exactly, but there's a way to do it so that people don't know, right? So I'm going to get a deck for me that had a $100 budget, that was designed out of this random commander that isn't super popular. I'm excited, and I'm excited for this person to get their deck. This deck, the hint or whatever is that there's like quite a few cards actually that I bought for relatively cheap. They've gone up in price now. So feels good. It's good stuff. So that's a lot of fun. Last one I want to talk about is a sealed commander league. So I'm really excited. We're going to try this out for the first time. Oh, hello, Kitty. Say hello, Kitty. Oh, hi, Kitty. So we're going to try this out for the first time. But the gist is, I suppose you could do this with any set, but I chose the starter commander decks because a lot of the other decks are pretty optimized, right? So like, for example, Dragonstorm Tarkir, those decks, it's going to be hard to upgrade them. And this is what I mean. So the way it's going to work, there's 5 decks. This is one of the 5. We will roll or do something to figure out who goes first. And the first person will choose, second person will choose, third person will choose, fourth person will choose. There's 5 decks, so all people will get a choice. Nobody will be forced into their deck. So then we're going to play a game with the decks right out of the box. We'll sleeve them up, play. Whoever wins that game will get 1 booster pack. And I have like Final Fantasy and Lauren Eclipsed booster packs. So choose one of those, gets 1 booster pack. Whoever came in second place will get 2 booster packs. Third place will get 3. Fourth place will get 4. And the reason for that, you think like, oh, well, shouldn't first place get more packs? Well, maybe, but if fourth place is bad at the game, then they need more packs to help them win, because you get to open your packs, and that is now part of your card pool that you can use to upgrade your decks. And so that's what I mean by these starter commander decks being a good choice, is because if you use other commander decks that are already like fairly optimized with their strategy, and their strategy is kind of niche, it's going to be hard to open up a random card in your Final Fantasy booster pack that's going to upgrade your deck. But with these decks, there's quite a few like filler cards that, for example, this Chaos Incarnate, there's a lot of cards that are just red, black, like good. And if you opened up a red black good card inside of Final Fantasy or Bloomborough Eclipsed, which like there's many, then that would be easy to switch out and improve your deck. Hypothetically improve your deck, right? And so that's the thing. It is so exciting. I'm so excited to play with these commander decks once, just like raw. I'm excited to open the packs and try to see if there's opportunity to customize or trade cards out to make them better and try to like make it as good as it possibly can be. So we'll play one of these games probably like every night for a week or whatever. The reason this is coming up is because I am taking some time off work just to play Magic with friends, and I'm so excited. And so that's the gist. You know, these are some of the ways that I have fun, extra fun, kind of like playing Commander. Because I have decks too. I've got, you know, my 13 Commander decks that I all love, and and just playing normal Commander is a lot of fun. I have Plane Chase. I've got like Plane Chase cards. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, some of these special things that involve deck building or deck customizing and playing, or getting a deck that you're not used to, and just playing with that is really cool, really exciting. So hope that gives you some inspiration for some of the ways to add fun to the hobby. By the way, my name's Nick. I run a channel and a company called Capital Catalyst. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later.